Hi, everybody. Diana here. Welcome to another episode of the vlog. Um, so this is actually a secondary one for this week because there's something I wanted to kind of remind you all of, something that you have that's got a time limit on it, but we'll talk about that at the end. But I wanted to share with you some work I'm going to be doing on a new quilt. I'm always telling you in our regular Sunday videos and all that you can take the free patterns that you get with your block of the month and you can use them to make quilts that you love that I don't design for you. And so I wanted to show you something that I'm actually doing for myself. Now, I'm just going to today show you the pattern and the fabric I chose. This will start being a part of the vlog in a few weeks. So you'll have time if you want to get together and follow along, you can. So I'm going to share my screen with you here, the camera. So here you see this book called Kaleidoscope. It's by Lori Holt, Be in My Bonnet Company. Of course, published by It's So Emma, the folks at Fat Quarter Shop. I know this is a different company than Fat Quarter Shop, but the owner of Fat Quarter Shop, this is her publishing company, It's So Emma. And so because she and Lori are pretty good friends, they do the publishing for Lori Holt. Now, I like a lot of Lori Holt's stuff. I won't say I don't like follow her really closely. But when I saw this pattern a couple of years ago now, I think, let me look in here. Came out in, did they not do the credits in here, the publishing credits? That's crazy. As someone who works in the publishing industry, I'm shocked not to see a publishing date in here. Maybe I'm losing my mind. There's the ISBN number. Huh. Editor-in-chief. I don't see publishing credits in here, like the date and stuff. That's unusual for publishers not to have that in there. But anyway, so I know it's been at least a year since this came out. And I love this pattern. But what I really love, now in here, I'm going to hold that for later. There's the whole quilt. They nicely show you all of this cross-stitch fabric that's part of the Lori Holt line, all of that good stuff. They give you information on how to, of course, do this. This is all for your more traditional forms of quilting. But you know me, I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to do what I'm going to do on um, my embroidery machine. So they give you all the information in here for quilts and all that kind of good stuff. Okay. But what I really loved when I saw it was this. Not the fact that they're pillows, although I have a good friend who's kind of a pillow fiend. She makes some of the most beautiful pillows and she loves them. So she would love this. So Jory, if you're watching, dear, you're going to love these pillows. So you're going to want to make these. But there's a 12 and 18 and I think a 24-inch sizes, and they give you all of this information on here. But what I loved about it, let me just open this up, is that I love how they have the main design in the white and all the background is in the solid color. I love that idea, but I'm going to make a quilt out of it. And I believe I'm going to do an 18-inch. This information here isn't going to help me really because I'm doing this on my embroidery machine. The general idea for like how much you need for each block and all, that's a little bit off because I'm not doing the backing on these because they're going to be quilt blocks. And I'm going to do this in a quilt as you go too. So I have a video out there from I think last month where I talked about quilt as you go. And if you want to watch that, in fact, I'll try to link it for you at the end of this vlog. then you can watch that, because that's the process I'm going to use for the quilt I'm going to make. But I'm going to make it in this style of the darker background in the white, or I'm going to use a candlelight. In fact, I'll show you that in a moment. So I'm going to make a quilt like this, and I think I'm going to make it probably 3 or 4 across and about 5 down or so, which is going to give me a really nice kind of lap sofa style, or I might just hang it. I have a huge open wall in my dining room, and so I love hanging not bed-size quilts, but bigger wall quilts there. So I might hang it there as well. So that's what I'm going to do. However, the cool thing is let me just flip this another page. In here, she gives you, of course, all the instructions for making it. Now you notice here that she's actually used flying geese blocks, and she's used a big solid block in the center, and she's got these rectangular pieces. Well, if you take our March block of the month, that March, April, I think the April block of the month, sorry, I think it's April, probably pretty much anyone, as long as you have a good half square triangle and a solid block, and I know that was in our April, then you can figure this out how to make it without having to do on your embroidery machine the piece flying piece or this rectangle. And so I'm going to do that. I'm splitting these. Now I'll probably just cut out a solid square for my center. As a quilter for over 50 years, I can do that easily. But all these other like flying geese, I'm just going to use my half square triangles and piece them together, and that will work because I'm going to make these adjustments on the fly as I'm making my quilt to fit my patterns. But the reason I'm going to do this in the vlog series is because I think you guys will enjoy seeing how you can take a pattern that you own and make it go with your design blocks for the sorry, I'm losing my mind here, for the uh, piecing in the hoop. In fact, let me see if I can share with you. Let me see if I can share with you. Here we go. Here's the Fact Quarter Shop page. This is where I found, this is where I owned it. Here's the book. Now, you might be able to ask at your local fabric shop if you want to buy it, but if you want to follow along with me when I'm doing this, you'll have to purchase your book and all, and purchase your fabrics, but we're just going to do the layout, piecing and all with our in the hoop designs. And then the other part that I love is that there's this free bed runner addendum that goes with it. I will probably make that for my dining room as well in some form, because as a bed runner, it fits that big wall I have really nice as a shorter piece. So I might do that as well. But you can find the block or the book at Fact Quarter Shop. You can also find the fabrics there. So let's go back to, let me remove that. Let's go back to my, there we go. Let's go back to the main thing. So my fabric that I chose, actually, I want to share this again. It's the nice thing about the vlog, it can be a little not perfect. So what I chose to use for my fabric, my blue fabric, is the Lori Holt B cross stitch in denim. And then what I'm going to do for the actual inner parts of it, let me bring the picture back for you. So for the actual design, I'm going to use this candlelit color instead of a really bright white, because it goes, this is not by Lori Holt. This is just another fabric, but it goes better for me with the cross stitches in that denim. And I love the denim. So it's going to be 2 colors, and those are the colors I'm going to use for my whole quilt. But all of these cross stitch colors, these B cross stitch colors, I know are also available at Fact Quarter Shop. like I said, you could also check with your local retailers if they carry Lori Holt stuff as well. But these are the ones that I'm going to use. Okay, now let's remove that. Remove that. There we go. Gosh, stop sharing there. Now that works. Okay. So that's what is coming up now. So the vlog I've already done. The last vlog was about the baby quilt fabric. There's more vlogs coming about that because you're going to see that. But I also wanted to show you this because I thought you guys, like I said, might really like to see how I take an existing pattern and I use it with our in the hoop blocks. And so the April block of the month pattern, I think, is the one that will work best for this. You can see that as the vlog goes on. But I wanted to tell you that early enough so that if you want, you may already own this book if you're a devotee of Lori Holt, or you may already have a fabric that you love. You don't have to use the bee cross stitch fabrics. I just really like them. Remember, we talk a lot about the idea of fabrics that read as solid. Well, that's really a print. I mean, there's a little X's. I still got it in the bag. Sorry for the glare, but you can see that there. And so that obviously, I would think of this as solid every single time. I would never pick this up and go, oh, I'll use that as a print. I would never do that with this fabric. I think of this only as solid, even though it's got those little cross stitches in it. But you could use any fabric that you want. Maybe you want, they even show this on the back of the book, maybe you would want the done like I'm going to do them, but you want to use like a beautiful print. That would be gorgeous for this. I just love how this came up. And this is really pretty easy to put together. When I was going through this, I've had this for a while and I really wanted to do it, but I didn't want to do this in all the colors. I really wanted to do this. That's why I bought the book, because I really want to do this. In fact, I even love this taupe version of it as well. And there's this fabric in like a pumpkin color. There's tons of these colors. So there, oh gosh, there are just tons and tons of them. You can see here some more colors on this page. You've got like two different goldish yellows, some pinks, and peachy pinks. If you're a cross stitcher and you want to cross stitch by hand, here has cross stitch patterns in this book. So, oh, in fact, here it is done in cross stitch. Now, because I don't own the rights to this, please don't ask me to create this as cross stitch for the embroidery machine. I would have to go through them and do all that legal stuff, and I'm not going to do that. But I might come out with some blocks of our own that we can do in cross stitch, because a lot of you said recently you really like the cross stitch on the embroidery machine. So I could think about that, but it won't be this. If you want to do this, you got to do it by hand. And of course, all the instructions and everything are in there for that as well. But here are some more of the colors. So you can see there's, I love that color too. It's really beautiful, kind of a orchid color. Yeah, really pretty. So I'm going to be doing that. That's coming in the vlog, either during or after I do the baby blanket. So that's coming. You wanted to see my process and how I think. So that's me in that one. But I also wanted to share with you guys. So let me share something else. Because I'm doing that particular color, this is the other reason I wanted to do this vlog entry today. So Sunday was our 4th week of April live Q&A, and this is the free pattern. You have to have the coupon code to get this, and you only have through this coming Sunday, the 31st, I believe. Let me double check on the calendar. Usually March, May. There we go. Whoops, no, April. I'm so out of it. Let's see. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong order. April. There we go. All right, now I got my stuff together. All right, so Sunday is the 30th. You have until the 30th to use your free coupon code, which I'll show you in a minute, and get your free quilt pattern. This makes a 73 by 73 inch quilt. And again, like I said, if you just did this center section with the borders, you get a nice wall hanging or baby size quilt out of it. So this, I asked you all which color you like the best. So let's go through them. There was the lavender, there was this kind of French blue, and my favorite color, the light mint aqua. Well, most of you said you liked this pattern. And of course, this is made from our April block of the month. All of these are from the free April blocks of the month. So you all liked this color, but since I'm doing that denim color in the V cross stitch for that other quilt that I'm doing, I hope y'all don't mind, but I'm going to do this quilt in these colors. And I might change it up a little bit, but I know I'm going to use that minty color instead of this one because I don't want two that are basically the same colorway. So I've chosen, this was the second runner-up anyway, so I don't think you guys will mind if I use that one. So that's the one I'm going to use. Now, let me come back to here and remove that. There we go. So to get your free quilt pattern and instructions, you need to use this coupon code, April 23 quilt. If it's sold out, says sold out or out of stock when you go, I'll get a notification and I'll re-up it. Because if you just go in there to get it without this coupon code, it's going to cost you $5, which is not a bad price, but you guys follow me and I want you to be able to get that as kind of my gift to you this month. So April 23 quilt is your free coupon code. And a lot of you have already read it a couple of times, but there might be more of you out there that still want to get this while you can get it, because as of Monday morning, it'll go to being $5. Okay, so I didn't want you to miss out on that, and I wanted to tell you what color basically got chosen to do that. So in order to do that, you just need to go. Oops, that's my email address. There we go. You want to go to www.sewuncommon.com, and then that way, that's where you find all the free patterns for the block of the month, and that's where you will find this quilt pattern. When you check out, you'll put it in a little code box, April 23 quilt, and that will take the $5 off for you when you check out then. So go to the website to do that. So again, thanks for joining me for the vlog, My Quilt Journeys. This is actually the second one. I wasn't going to really do a week, but this came up and I wanted to share it with you. So this is, the vlog is the perfect way to do that. It's just kind of free form and no real lessons, just things I thought you guys would like. And I've gotten several really nice messages from you guys saying that you liked the first one and you like this idea. So thank you. We'll keep going with it. Like I said, if you have questions on anything you see or anything like that, like with the regular videos, just let me know. You can, of course, send me your message at my email, diane@sewuncommon.com. You can leave messages if you want at our Facebook page, Sew in Common, or you can comment right here on this particular video. Okay, everybody, that's it for this vlog. I hope you're all having a great week. It's Wednesday today. It's a beautiful day out. It's kind of cool. It's lovely. It was lovely running weather this morning. I ran 6 miles and it was gorgeous out. So anyway, until next time, what I always tell you, I'll even tell you during the vlog, go sew life beautiful, everybody. Hope to see you soon. Bye for now.